channel, let's make it possible. In today's video, I'm going to explain you respiration in animals. So, what actually you mean by respiration? Respiration is a phenomenon of release of energy by oxidation of organic molecules in cellular use. Means आप C6H12O6 which is glucose अगर intake करते हैं तो oxidative phosphorylation होगा and energy का release होगा. ठीक है? Next is how respiration takes place in animals. So in generally हम जानते हैं through gills और through lungs. But अगर हम primitive animals की बात करें means first starting animals की, तो वहाँ पर like amoeba जो unicellular थे वहाँ पर respiration होता था by diffusion. Later on in semi-aquatic animals like जो पानी में as well as land दोनों पे रहते थे, ठीक है, तो उनमें होता था through moist skin. Then leads to bronchial respiration where they use their gills. For example, like fishes and prawns. What they do, they just separate oxygen from the water and make it available for their energy requirements. Next one is tracheal respiration, in which trachea is used. Means these animals have holes over their body and they use the trachea for exchange of gases. Question is, why simple respiratory system cannot be used in human beings? Look, first thing, human beings have complex body design, so we are not able to use that diffusion process because it is not able to fulfill our oxygen requirement. Got it? And if by diffusion this respiration process takes place in human body, then it will take decades to you can say transport oxygen from top to bottom. Human die underwater because their lungs are made to work in air, not in water. This is a true fact because that our lungs are able to work in air rather than in water. That terrestrial animals are able to use oxygen present in air. They are not able to use that oxygen which is dissolved in water. Hence, the rate of breathing of aquatic animal is high than the rate of breathing of terrestrial animals. Next is respiration in human beings. Respiration in human beings are further have done by, of course, respiratory system, and respiratory system have further these organs, namely nostril, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli sac. First is nostril and nasal cavity. So look, this is a pair of nostril and here a cartilaginous septum is there. Okay? And this nostril here, look at here, this nostril have hair-like, small hair-like structure which prevent the entry of large particle. Got it? Next is inner surface have ciliated and sensory epithelium and mucus secreting cell. In this inner surface they have ciliated, means cilia means what? Small hair-like structure, and sensory epithelium. Sensory epithelium to sense the odor, to sense the smell. Got it? And mucus is there where the dust get stick on. Vestibular part, they have mucus and hair. Okay, look at here. In this vestibular part, mucus and what? Hair. In this respiratory region, they have chambers and blood capillaries to make to make this chamber what? Warm. Olfactory region, from where we sense smell. Pharynx. Pharynx is where glottis and gullet. Glottis is what? For respiratory opening, and gullet is what? For esophagus opening. Here esophagus and respiratory openings are there, which is separated by epiglottis. Epiglottis is a flap-like structure which cover glottis when gullet is in use, and which cover gullet when glottis is in use. Larynx means voice box or Adam's apple. That pharynx leads to a wider part of trachea known as larynx. Larynx is also known as, look at here, larynx is whenever you say a single word, it starts vibrating. Got it? Because it produces sound of different pitch having two vocal cords. And in males, they later on develop a horny sound. Means after puberty, they develop a horny sound just because of growth of this Adam's apple. Trachea, it is 10 to 12 centimeter long, 2 to 2.5 centimeter broad, and it is shaped or supported by C-shaped cartilages. Why? Because when we breathe and when we inhale or when we exhale, by that meantime a small distance is a small difference in the time is there. So just to avoid the collapsing of this air passage, trachea means C-shaped cartilages are there. It is lined by ciliated epithelium. So do comment that in which other part of human body ciliated epithelium is present. Next is bronchi and bronchioles. That trachea, that windpipe leads to bronchi and bronchi leads to bronchioles. Got it? Like they get divided into left and right lungs and are supported. Bronchi are also supported by cartilaginous rings, but bronchioles are not supported by this, and this bronchioles further leads to alveolar sac. Lungs, these are present in pairs, are spongy, bag-like triangular structure situated in thoracic cavity along with heart. This lung or chest cavity is known as thoracic cavity. लोअर में क्या होता है, डायफ्रैगम होता है, एंड लंग्स आर enclosed in a double membranous structure known as pleura. It is known as pleura. Okay, what is the function of pleura? The function of pleura is to prevent the lung from mechanical injury and to help it in a frictionless movement. Then lungs are enclosed in rib cage, and the right lung is larger than left lung. The right lung have 3 lobes, whereas left lung have 2 lobes. Right have anterior, middle and posterior. Left lung have anterior and posterior. Alveolar sac, of course, it is the main site of exchange of gases. It is the functional unit of lungs, and it has thin wall covered with blood capillaries. Got it? 300 to 700 million of alveoli are present, and it provides the largest surface area for the exchange of gases. Diaphragm, look at here. Here diaphragm is present, and diaphragm hold the lungs and help in maintaining its structure, and it separates this abdominal cavity, this lungs from abdominal cavity, means separating thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity. Mechanism of breathing. Look, inhale, exhale. When we inhale, our thoracic cavity expanded and diaphragm flattened. Make sure when we inhale, our thoracic cavity expanded and diaphragm flattened. But when we exhale, thoracic cavity relax and diaphragm uplift or maintain a dome shape. Here I have explained this, that again the same, when we inhale, it expand and diaphragm become straightened, and when we exhale, it vice versa takes place. In this I have explained this with a diagram. Look at here, dome shape, and look at here, flattened. Then this is the difference. Kindly go through it, and if you have any doubt, do comment in the comment section. Then exchange of gases in lungs and tissues. Look, हमने inhale किया, air गई. Air is what? Oxygen rich air through our nostril. Nostril में फाइनली हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, वहां से फिल्ट्रेशन हुआ, फिल्ट्रेशन के थ्रू देन फारिंग्स, देन लैरिंग्स, देन ट्रैकिया, एंड ट्रैकिया से वो डिवाइडेड हो गया इनटू ब्रोंकी एंड देन ब्रोंक्यूल्स। आफ्टर दैट ब्रोंक्यूल्स इट गोज टू alveolar sac, वहां पे हुआ व्हाट, एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन। दैट एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, that absorbed oxygen get diffused into blood capillaries, ठीक है। concentration of O2 means oxygen is high in alveoli, then in blood capillaries, then diffusion takes place from higher concentration to lower concentration, whereas vice versa takes place. CO2 concentration in blood capillaries are high, whereas in alveoli is low. So from blood capillaries CO2 transferred to alveoli, an exchange of gases takes place. What next? That dissolved oxygen is take away through blood vessel and transported to whole body part, ठीक है। That oxygen helps in breaking of complex molecules such as C6H12O6 get oxidized and produce CO2 plus H2O plus lots and lots of energy, where CO2 and H2O are actually waste product. CO2 is exhaled and H2O is utilized by our body. Got it? Okay. Next is important fact. अब ऑक्सीजन रिच ब्लड को हम क्या बोलेंगे, ऑक्सी हेमोग्लोबिन, ठीक है। बट व्हाट अबाउट अगर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड उसमें मिक्स हो जाए, सो दैट टाइम वी कॉल दैट ब्लड कार्बोमिनो हीमोग्लोबिन। एंड CO विच इज कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, सबसे ज्यादा चांसेस हीमोग्लोबिन में कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड के मिक्सिंग के होते हैं, एंड दैट टाइम वी कॉल दैट ब्लड कार्बोक्सी हीमोग्लोबिन, ठीक है। एंड दिस लीड्स टू कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड पॉइजनिंग। अगर हम अंगीठी जलाएं घर में तो हमारा दम घुटने लगता है, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट, वहां पे इनकम्प्लीट कंबशन होती है, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड रिलीज होता है एंड हमको सफोकेशन होने लगती है, ठीक है। आफ्टर देन ऑक्सीजन की डेफिशिएंसी होती है, फर्दर इट लीड्स टू डेथ। देन देयर आर सम रेस्पिरेटरी डिजीजेस लाइक निमोनिया, ये एक इन्फ्लेमेटरी कंडीशन है लंग्स की जिसमें एल्वेओलाई सबसे ज्यादा इफेक्ट करती है। यहाँ पे वायरसेस एंड सम कॉमन फंगी ग्रो करते हैं, जिसकी वजह से जो प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग है, प्रॉपर एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन है, वो नहीं हो पाता, एंड लेटर ऑन जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ह्यूमन डाई। नेक्स्ट इज emphysema, and in this emphysema that alveoli get burst out just because of deficiency, just because of inflation and abnormal distension. This alveolar sac not able to fulfill our full body requirement of oxygen, and hence it leads to heart attack. Next is asthma. Look at here, this is a normal you can say कि bronchial, but what about अगर म्यूकस ज्यादा सिक्रीट हो जाए तो जो पैसेज है, एयर पैसेज, वो क्या हो जाएगा, ऑब्स्ट्रक्शंस प्रोड्यूस हो जाएंगे एंड वी आर नॉट एबल टू ब्रीथ प्रॉपरली। दिस in generally it is caused due to allergic hypersensitivity of bronchial wall due to air pollutant, especially pollen grains. Okay, that's all for today.